Well, there you go. Does it look like I did any digging here? Does it look like I did anything with that pipe? Well, if it doesn't, that's what I was aiming for. Okay, that looks a lot better than what it used to do with a little bit of effort. Yeah, it took me a couple hours, 3-4 hours probably, total. Got all the dirt back in there. I didn't take out, granted, I didn't take out every single rock. Here's the rocks I left around that dripper. Here's some rocks I can save for something else. Here's some stuff that I trimmed off of here and over here. And I'll throw that in the dumpster. I've got the dumpster, the garbage bin, pretty much full for next week already from some other landscape debris. But this will do for now, okay? Until I get ready for the next phase. First and foremost, I'm not really concentrating on this area. I've got kind of a game plan over here now, like I was telling you. I wanted to make sure I fix that first before I start concentrating more over here. Yeah, I got stuff over here to do, I got stuff over there to do, but I am just going to concentrate on this. And so, you know, it's in the shade. I'm a little tired, but I can rest now as I'm digging, as I'm kneeling down, as I'm backfilling. See, I got to backfill the piping a little bit more down in there and over here, and I want to clear some of this dirt away because I want to expose this this main drip irrigation pipe. I had it exposed over to here before I realized I had to dig that whole thing out. So some of this dirt's going back in there. I don't want to get it up too high. I can always add a little bit later to figure out what I want to do there. And my line is going to be kind of determined by these pipes. These pipes coming through here are valves, water valves. And here's my other one here, for the house. But these, I want the dirt at least down about 3 inches from the top down. If not, maybe a little bit more, because I want to put about 3 inches of decomposed granite on here after I put the landscape weed block material down and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of my my height that I want back in there. I want it more than 3 inches, because after I put the decomposed granite, I still want maybe an inch of those pipes to show, or ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch or so. I don't want them all the way up to the top. Okay, and so I'll finish that and see these. I like these. You just lift up on it. See, and the valve is way down in there. This is the ones I like. This is just way easy. You just lift up on it. Boom. Can't do that on that one. I have to poke that up with a hammer and stuff, but that's okay. We very seldom are gonna need that one. But you know, could I go to the store and get another one of those caps to put on there? Yeah, I probably could eventually, because I want easy access to that. If we ever get a leak in the house, I want to be able to run out here with my long tool to turn that off. I don't want to have to get a hammer with a claw on it and lift that up a little bit all the way around. Maybe it would be best for that, but then on the other hand, if I have it too easy, I don't want anybody messing with it either, you know. So I'll just have to decide. So I know about where my level is along that back wall. I can eyeball you know, 4 inches down from the top of that pipe on down, straight across, and that's about how much of this I want pushed over there, about even with that. And you know, I can take my tape measure, and that's what I did when I put this pipe back in here. I can take my tape measure and I can measure up to this edge. This edge is pretty much level. If I were to put a level on top of that, that's probably pretty close. Or if I put it on top of that, that's pretty close. And see, that gap is about the same all the way down. Okay, so I could, when I get that figured out, I could take a tape measure and measure from there up, and then come over here, measure from here up after I start putting some dirt in there. Put the dirt in there, compact it down a little bit, and maybe I eyeball it to a certain extent, measure it to a certain extent, get it up just a hair high, and then after a week or so, the dirt will compact itself on down after I step on it and stuff, and after it gets wet with the drip irrigation and that kind of stuff, and then I can level that out when I get ready to kind of figure out and contour this whole thing. You see what I mean? It's, hey, like I said, it's one step at a time, because I'm not ready to put decomposed granite in here yet, am I? What do I still have to do? I got the landscaping lights to do. Boom, boom, boom. Across here is the wire. The wire goes all the way across. Here's the wire over there. It almost looks like they had something there before, but they decided not to put anything there. So I've got that to do. The drip irrigation, I want to check all that, make sure there's no leaks anywhere. I want to expose that along through here, along through there. I can see how it's raised up real high over here. I want to dig that down so that that can fall back down. I want to dig around this bush because I know it circles around there. One dips in there and another one comes out. I want to get that done. Then I got to figure out which plants I'm going to use. I got to also figure out, do we want to save these bushes? It'd be easy enough to dig these bushes out now, right? Nothing to say I have to keep them. Do I have to keep that one there? No. Do I have to keep this one? This one's starting to die a little bit in different areas. There's little holes. There's a little bit missing over here. I'll have to have my wife come out here and take a look at it. Now's the time to do anything if I want. See how high these bushes are? I mean, granted, when they were first planted, they were planted in 1 gallon shrub containers, and this green was way down there. Now, when you stand back from there up, it's nothing until the greenery is up here. Plus, it's right up against the wall here. I always have to keep trimming this back. I always like to keep it away from the wall, away from the stucco walls too, the rock walls, the glass. See right back in there. I've got a gap. I always like to keep a gap, but you're constantly chopping the bush back. I'm constantly trying to check this out, because then it starts rubbing on your stucco. It starts marking up your stucco when the wind blows and stuff. You'll see. So could I take those out? Yeah. If I want to keep them, then I still have to decide what all I want to have planted in here. Because the drip irrigation is going to be exposed, I'll know where not to plant. I'll know where not to dig from where the drip bubblers are coming up, the 1/4-inch lines. I'll know which 1/4-inch lines I'll have to use for the new ones. I'll know which ones are extra. I'll know which ones I can go around the tree. Okay, this tree I'll put a single ones, 1 gallon, 1 gallon, 1 gallon, 1 gallon, maybe 4 gallons around that, or 3 gallons, 1, 2, 3, something like that. Do I need all those other ones? No, but I wanted to get them up out of here, and it'd be easier to cap them off. Do I want anything planted over there? If so, I use one of those drippers for that. So then I'll figure out which drippers stay, which drippers are going to be capped off. Then I can backfill the trenches. I can have the plants up there, and then I put the wheat, and then I level this off, contour around the plants how I want, making sure the bubblers are up into the bush to a certain extent. That's how I like to do it, so I can see them, so I can know if they're working, so I know if they ever get plugged up, I can replace it nice and easy. It's up out of the ground. I'll have that ready. Then I'll be able to put the weed block, won't I? Okay. Actually, after that, you see, I got this metal trim next to the brick over here. See that metal trim? I mean, it looks pretty good. This piece, but it's way away from the brick. See, from here to there. This one's down too low. Okay, I'm gonna fix that, because I fixed this other one over here. See how nice this trim piece is here? This one. I mean, granted, it looks like it's a little bit away, but I can clean up around it. It's way better than it was. And then when I get ready, right before the decomposed granite, I can take some other rocks and I can kind of smash them on in there and kind of get this pushed up a little bit more. Okay, and then the rest of that could be filled up with sand if I want. All right, I'll do that. Then I'll put the weed block. Then I'll get everything contoured. Then I'll put the weed block down. That weed block, you know, it's 3 foot wide, 150 feet long. I got to cut it and measure it and cut it around everything and put it around the bushes. Wherever I put a slit, I want to overlap that with a small little piece. I don't get any weeds in there. You want to do that. Okay. Then I'll take all of the decomposed granite I got packed up there. I'll put that over the weed block, about 2 inches of it. So all the way around the edges, I got to have enough room to allow the weed block to set there, to allow the decomposed granite to go down there, and to allow some brand new decomposed granite. So the old decomposed granite, I'm going to have to hold back from that edge, aren't I? Up this way, so I can get the new decomposed granite pushed right down to the edge. Because this old decomposed granite's got some rocks in it, got a little bit of dirt in it, not a whole lot of dirt. It's not brand new decomposed granite, but it was like, what am I going to do with it? I didn't want to mix it in with this dirt. I didn't want to throw new stuff over the top of that and have that all mixed in, because now I've got all that extra decomposed granite there where I have to put new decomposed granite over the top of it. So now I can reuse that over here, can I? I can reuse that 2 inches, 2.5 inches. Then I can take some brand new decomposed granite right over the top of that. But before I put the brand new, then I've got to dig. I got to dig the rest of the decomposed granite all the way down to the ground after I get this out, so then I can check this area, the sprinklers. There's a light fixture down over here, light, an uplight that goes there. It's an uplight. It kind of looks like one of these. Kind of looks like that, except it's on its back, shining up against this tree. Because I'm going to redo that with a different one that kind of sticks up a prong, and then you can adjust it like a 45-degree angle or a 60 or a 30, whatever. I can put that there. Then, as you remember, I've got another one of these catch basins over there and then I have to dig up the rest of this pipe from here that way, because that's probably all full of sludge and everything from 25 years. I got to clean that out, pull that apart, redo that, put that back down into the ground, and then decide, do we want to put any plants in here that grow in the shade? If so, what kind? Put those in, get all that leveled, put the ground, the block, weed block in there, and then the rest of the decomposed granite that I have piled over here, that was over there, I'm going to have to throw that back in there. Then I can throw brand new decomposed granite, about an inch, 3/4 of an inch or so, all the way on top of this, make it look all brand new. Are you with me with all that? That's all the stuff I still have to do. And I told you, I have to figure out which plants to put in here, which bushes to put in here, what type of things we want in here that can grow in the shade and stuff. Do all that. Well, there's a lot of work just for this. But if you were to have a landscaper do all the stuff that I've done already, along with the stuff I'm still telling you I have to do, oh man, 15,000 or more probably. I'm not joking either. These guys, you know, it's so expensive to do anything nowadays. That's why I make my videos, to show you how to do it yourself. All this stuff you can do on your own. You know what I mean? You'll catch snippets along the way when you watch my videos. That's all I can tell you. And I got videos on all kinds of DIY stuff around your house, not just landscaping. I got all kinds of stuff, you know, painting, plumbing, electrical, ceiling fans, smoke alarms, doors, you name it. Pretty much, if I know how to do it, I've got videos of it on my channel, and or on my video courses, and or wherever you're watching this. Okay, so you know, if you really want to save money, you truly don't mind me showing you as I'm explaining it to you. I don't just show you a 35-second video or 1-minute video You know, these are in-depth videos that go on and explain things and show you things. And this is my classroom. It's my classroom setting right here. Okay? And if you like videos like that, then I'm the guy to show you. Video Joe will show you, will explain to you, will be patient with you, will show you step by step how to fix things. Whatever I know, if I can put a video together and help you save money around the house, that's what I do. Okay, so now, what am I going to do for the rest of the day? Now that I got this drain line nicely come up, tied into the downspout, put all that stuff back. It's hot, it's in the afternoon, but hey, it's all shady for me, isn't it? I'm going to be right over here digging. I will go filling up over the drainage ditches and digging out this 3/4 inch line, drip irrigation. And I have to be careful when I'm digging. Anytime I hit the elbow, the coupling there, I don't want to snap that off. So I'll be able to see exactly where those are, and then I dig those up and expose them. See, each one is exposed. See, there, that one there, and then these go down there, and that's how I'm going to do that. And that's what I'm going to work on next.